Thomas was more than just a police officer. He was a legend. At 39, he was the best on the force, disciplined, relentless, and a man who never quit. But his most important job wasn't on the streets. It was being a father to his 9-year-old adopted son, Lucas. Thomas raised him with strong values: honesty, tolerance, and the crucial rule of never trusting strangers. Lucas, sharp and curious, idolized his father's work, dreaming of a life spent helping others. One night, an emergency call shattered their routine. A wanted suspect was spotted near an abandoned house. With no one to watch Lucas, Thomas had no choice but to take him along, giving him a strict warning: stay close and stay out of sight. The scene was eerily quiet when they arrived. Thomas confronted the suspect, ordering him to surrender, but the man just laughed. Suddenly, from the shadows, a gang emerged. Chaos erupted. Thomas fought back with everything he had, but the numbers were against him. In the confusion, a gang member grabbed Lucas. His son's scream for help tore through the night. Thomas lunged to save him, but was brutally beaten down. The gang stole the police car and vanished, leaving Thomas bleeding and broken. Just before he blacked out, he saw a mysterious hooded figure watching from a distance. He awoke in a hidden bunker, his wounds bandaged. A man in a hood entered, and Thomas, the weak, demanded answers. Where was he? Where was his equipment? The man lowered his hood, and Thomas's world stopped. It was Bruce's former best friend, now a fugitive wanted for the murder of his own brother. Old wounds reopened. Thomas accused him, calling him a criminal, but Bruce swore he was framed. He'd been hiding in the city, tracking criminal activity, and had witnessed the entire attack. Then the horrifying reality crashed down on Thomas. Lucas was gone. He'd been kidnapped. Ignoring his injuries, he tried to stand, determined to find his son, but Bruce stopped him, insisting he couldn't go alone. Desperate, Thomas made a deal. He wouldn't turn Bruce in, and he'd even help clear his name, but only if Bruce helped him get Lucas back. Bruce agreed without hesitation. They geared up Thomas in his uniform, Bruce back in his hood. As they tracked the gang, the old partnership reignited. They talked, they joked, and they admitted how much they missed fighting crime. Bruce finally identified their enemy: the Vipers, one of the most ruthless and intelligent gangs in the city. When they reached the hideout, the sound of Lucas crying nearly broke Thomas's spirit. They stuck to the plan. Bruce charged in, creating a chaotic distraction, while Thomas slipped inside to find his son. The fight was brutal. Thomas watched in horror as one of the Vipers impaled Bruce's arm with a metal pipe. Bruce collapsed. A primal scream escaped Thomas as he threw a smoke grenade, disorienting the gang. He rushed to Bruce's side, pulling him to safety. With Lucas safe, Thomas tried to call for an ambulance, but Bruce hesitated. He was still a wanted man. It was then that Lucas, ever the curious mind, pointed to a nearby computer. On the screen were files, data, and evidence, irrefutable proof that the Vipers had framed Bruce for his brother's murder. Pride swelled in Thomas's chest as he praised his son. He immediately called for backup and paramedics. The Vipers were arrested, their reign of terror over. With the new evidence, Bruce's name was cleared. Months later, he officially rejoined the police force, his badge shining next to Thomas's. They were partners again, but more than that, they were family. Bruce became a loving uncle to Lucas, proving that even in the darkest of times, loyalty, truth, and brotherhood will always find a way to win. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more.